Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Pauline Fu. In this lecture, I will present some examples about deferred annuities deal. Example: what payment can be withdrawn at the beginning of each month for 6 years if 5,000 is invested today at 12% compounded monthly, and the payments are deferred for 10 years? Okay. So let's draw a diagram. Suppose this is 10 years. And the question asks you, what payment means? What is PMT? That is the question for annuity. And this is for 6 years. So from here to here is 6 years. And 5,000 is invested today here. So this is today. And the interest is compounded monthly. So CY equal to 12. I, periodic interest, is 12% divided by 12. So the keyword begin, we have to set up the computer to begin mode. Okay. So there are 2 steps. Step 1, what is the value here at this point? What is the future value of those $5,000? That is step 1. And step 2, figure out PMT for the annuity. This is step 2, figure out PMT. Okay. So we can use formula to do step 1. Okay, the formula said FV equal to PV, that is 5,000, PV times 1 plus I raised to power N is D. Okay, so I'll write down here D is N. 10 year, 1 year has 12 months, so 120, that is D, 120. Okay, so you know I is 12% divided by 12. FV or PV is 5,000. Plug in the given number, you will get the future value, 16,501.93447. So we get future value. Okay. And once we get future value, step 2 asks to figure out PMT. And then we use PMT function. Okay. Formula. So PMT equal to present value PV. So this number is the present value for annuity. Okay. Divided by 1 minus 1 plus I raised to power negative n over I, and because this is annuity due, we have to multiply 1 plus I as adjustment. Okay. And here, this number, this one is PV for annuity. Is PV for annuity. So plugging this number on the top numerator position. And I is the same I, 1% here. Plugging I 1%. Okay. And the term N, so 6 year, N equal to 6 times 12, because 1 year has 12 months. N equal to 72. So N equal to 72. I is 1%. PV is this number. Okay, and you can get this PMT, $319, 42 cents. Okay, so that is the formula method to figure out PMT. So now calculator. And for calculator, we need to set up calculator to begin mode before we do anything else. So how do I set up begin mode? Second, begin, second, set, second, quit. You have begin mode. And then set up PY. Second PY is 12. Okay, that's correct. Down arrow key, CY is also 12 because interest is compounded monthly. Second, quit. Now do step 1, figure out the future value for this 5,000. Okay. So 5,000, this is the present value. Interest is 12. Term N is actually D, 120. Zero is PMT, compute, FV. See, you get this number, okay? $16,501.93. That is step 1. And this future value becomes present value of this annuity. So I'll just press PV, present value, PV. Interest is still 12%. I already pressed. You can press it again. Term N is 72. So 72 is term N. Okay. And then 0 is FV as precaution to clear any previous entries. On safe side, you'd better type in the interest IY. Last step, you compute PMT 318, the same number as here. Okay, so that is the calculator. Last method, you can use Excel. Just want to adjust the position. So for Excel, you do step 1, future value of 5,000 after 10 years, so equal FV, rate 12% compounded monthly, NPER, which is 120, this is for 10 years, PMT 0, PV negative 5,000, type is 1. Okay. So this is this amount, the same number as we get here, see? And next, you use the PMT function. PMT, rate 12% compounded monthly divided by 12. NPER 72 is the term. PV, I will type in negative number because I want PMT is positive. So this number is present value. FV is 0, type 1. 1 represents beginning of the period. Okay. So see, you get this number. Okay. So if this is the formula I entered. Okay. So maybe I want to copy this. Just adjust something. All right. So that is the Excel method. So we did 3 methods: formula, calculator, and Excel. So this is one question, example. Another example. A scholarship of 2,000 per year is to be paid at the beginning of each year from a scholarship fund of 15,000 invested at 7% compounded annually. How long will the scholarship last if payments are deferred for 5 years? So this is this question. So let's draw a diagram. So the payment are deferred for 5 years. So there is a 5 year here. And the scholarship is an annuity. So how long will the scholarship last? So what is term N here for this scholarship from here to here? And we know PMT equal to 2,000 for the scholarship. and the keyword began. Okay, means this is annuity due from a scholarship of fund 15,000. So 15,000 is present value here, 15,000. $15,000. 7% compounded annually means CY equal to 1. Scholarship is paid every year, so PY is also 1. Okay. And interest is 7% compounded annually. So again, this question will do 2 steps. Step 1, what is the future value here for this 15,000? Okay, so what is the future value at this point after 5 years? FV equal to PV 1 plus I raised to power n. In this case, it is the formula said n. Okay, it is the same as D. Okay, PV. This number is PV. $15,000. Okay, and what is I? I is 7%. Compounded annually means divided by 1. Okay. And n equal to 5 years. So plug in PV 15,000, I 7%, N 5. You get the number is 21,038. And so this is the future value. Okay, after 5 years. Once you have this future value is served as present value of the annuity. It is the present value of the annuity. Okay. And then you apply formula. So remember present value for annuity due PV equal to PMT times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to power negative n over I. Because this is annuity due, you have to multiply 1 plus I as adjustment. Okay, and remember I is 7%. N, you are asked to solve for n. You don't know n. Okay, but you do know PMT. See here, 20,000. You do know PV. This number is PV. Okay, and PMT 2,000 here. I is 7%. One equation, one unknown. You can solve for n. Okay. you're going to also use logarithm to find n. So n equal to 17.223. Okay. So that is a term n, and the unit is years. It will take almost 18 years. Okay. So this is a formula method. Next, calculator method. So second, quit. Make sure it is began mode. So step 1, calculate the future value. Okay. So do the setup first. Second, PY. PY is 1. Enter. Down arrow key, CY is 1. Enter. Second, quit. Okay. So 15,000 is a PV. 7 is interest IY. 5 is term N. 0 PMT compute FV, and we get this number here, $21,038. Okay. And this value is the present value for the annuity. So I press PV. Okay. And 2000 is PMT. Okay. 7 is IY interest. 0 is future value. Compute term N. See, you get exactly the same number here. Okay. So that is a calculator. Excel. Excel, step 1, calculate future value after 5 years for 15,000. So equal FV, rate 7%, NPER term 5, payment 0, PV negative 15,000, type 1, beginning. Okay, so this is this number. And then how long you use NPER, rate 7%, PMT, PMT negative 2,000, PV, this number is present value, FV is 0, type is 1. Okay, see, you get the same number as we get from calculator. Okay, all right. In summary, what I did in this lecture, it is covered deferred annuities due. Basically, you need to set up your computer to begin mode. You can also use Excel to do it. Usually, there are 2 steps involved. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you next time.